No! How did that even happen? Oh, guys, what? Dude, this is feeling like the old Effortless. Hello, welcome back to yet another ONER active video. I did not think I was gonna have to make one of these again so soon, but yeah, here we are. This collection is called the Focus Collection, launching by the time this video goes up tomorrow. Make a note of those time conversions that I'm putting up here on the screen, because last time I said it was 11 a.m. Central Time, and I definitely forgot to take into account daylight savings. So it's actually noon Central Time. Do not get it confused, don't get it twisted. Mark your calendars for noon Central Time tomorrow. There is a lot that is launching in this collection, guys. We have Effortless, Timeless, Mellow Soft, New Go-To, Baby Tees, just the whole 9 yards in 4 beautiful colorways. So because there's so much to talk about, let's jump right into it. Launch date aside, let's talk about the colors that are coming out in this collection. We have 2 returning colorways from Unified, being Olive as well as Moonstone Blue. Then we have 2 new colorways, which are True Blue as well as Light Gray Marl. True Blue is to not be confused with Oil Blue, and Light Gray Marl is not to be confused with Gray Marl, which launched last summer. They are, basically the same, but like also different shades and whatnot, so definitely keep that in mind. With that being said, here are color comparisons for all of these colorways, starting off with Miss Olive. I don't think it'll go too well, in my personal opinion, with colors like Evergreen or Sage or even Mint, right? I think Olive will go best with skin tone type of colors or neutrals, so Minky, Warm Sand, Chestnut, Sandstone, Deep Taupe. Those type of colorways I think will go so well with it. And I actually wore Sandstone in the gym the other day, so I'll post a picture up here for you guys to see. And if I have any other color comparisons to different fabrics, then I will of course put them up here for you as well. Next up, we have Moonstone Blue. I have already done color comparisons for this colorway, but once again, I will pop them on the screen, as well as any type of fabric comparisons that I have for you too. On the blue train, let's move on to True Blue. I love this colorway so much. It's giving navy mixed with a little bit of indigo, and I think this color will definitely be a bestseller because she is just absolutely gorgeous. Last but not least, we have Light Gray Marl. This color I think serves as the base for all of these colorways because I think it'll go so well with Moonstone. True Blue, Light Gray is just chef's kiss. Now that we have colors out of the way, let's move on to products. Okay, so a little bit of a side tangent because I am a little bit frustrated, right? Like, as you guys know, there isn't any type of promo going on for this launch at all. I think the OA team is just trying something a little bit different where they're having products launch on the site already live to get rid of any of that like super FOMO frantic type of shopping. But I know that a lot of you guys are wanting information prior to the launches, which is why I'm busting my ass to, get this up. But with that being said, I don't have any type of details at all. I don't have anything, guys. I don't know if everything is launching in every single colorway. I'm hoping that it is, because from what I've been seeing on socials and different athletes, teammates, affiliates, unboxings and whatnot, that does seem to be the case, that everything is launching in all of the colorways. Don't hold me to that because again, I do not know, but that's what I'm guessing. With that being said, products that are launching, we have 4 main product families that are coming out, starting with Timeless. We have Timeless Leggings, high-waisted shorts, wide strap bra, strappy bralette, square neck bra, as well as the square neck mid vest, which is what I'm wearing right now. I do not know if the full-length version of this vest is coming out, but for sure the mid version is coming out. Next up, we have Miss Effortless. As we can see, I do not have any Effortless hanging up here on the rack. I'm actually still waiting on my Effortless package, and DHL should be delivering my package today, so hopefully I can get that up in time for you guys to get my full opinions. As you guys already know how we do on this channel, Effortless has arrived. For Effortless, we do have the leggings coming out as well as shorts, so unfortunately no cycling shorts, but I think I've heard in the grapevine that they are coming out this year, like for sure. But in addition to bottoms, we also have the strappy bralette. Moving on to the go-to capsule, we have Mellow coming back. We have it in the short sleeve mid version as well as the full length version for sure. I don't know if they're coming out in long sleeves at all. At least I haven't seen anything yet, but for sure the short sleeve mid and full length. The everyday bra is also coming out, as well as the go-to seamless tops in coal as well as True Blue. I don't know if it's coming out in olive and light gray marl, but I have for sure seen True Blue and coal floating around in the internet verse. Last but not least, in the all day capsule, we have classic lightweight oversized tees, the cropped versions of those, as well as a new cotton baby tee. They are coming out with baby tees, you guys, and I'm so happy that they are because I love me a good little like crop top, you know what I mean? So all that to say, this is the structure that I'm thinking for this video because I'm working on a 24-hour turnaround time to get this video up for you guys prior to launch. What I'm thinking is that because I've talked about majority of these products before, I'm thinking of doing more so of a lookbook style of all the products, just basically doing a montage with voiceovers. If you're newer to Honor Active or new to my channel, I will be linking the respective videos where I've talked about these pieces somewhere on the screen or down in the description. But for newer products such as the baby tee and of course Effortless, I will be doing a full-on like try-on portion for that, talking you guys through fit and feel because let's be real, I know we're all curious as to what the Effortless feels like as well as that new baby tee. So I hope that suffices. It is good enough for you guys given what I'm able to work with. With all that being said, come launch day, which is again Tuesday at noon Central Time, if you are purchasing anything and would like to support me and my channel, I would so appreciate it if you shopped through my support link that is right down here. I will also, as always, put it down in the description. Doing so lets the Honor Active team know, once again, y'all already know how this works. Like, it shows them that you appreciate me and that you want these videos to continue happening, and it does give me a little bit of commission as well. So last but not least, measurements are boom right here, as well as my typical Honor Active sizing. All this information will be down in the description. So with all that being said, that was a lot of information. Let's just get right into the little lookbook portion. Sorry for the jump scare with me transitioning over to my mic, but first up on the chopping block, we have the timeless square neck mid vest. I'm wearing a size extra small, and we already are familiar with how this works. I've already reviewed this top in the Move Freely collection, so I will link it somewhere on the screen for you guys to see. But as we can see there, I have ample side boob coverage in a size extra small, which is my preferred size. Yes, the straps are digging in ever so slightly in my traps, so if you have larger traps, as you guys can see with my sizing recs down below, I would suggest a size up if in between. But if you've had previous issues with gaping in wider neck tops, definitely size down to alleviate a lot of the gaping. As we can see here, there's still a little bit of gaping in my size extra small, but it's not enough to like flash a titty, if you know what I mean. This does come with a built-in shelf bra with removable cup pads, and what I love about this top is that the actual cup pad space is sewn around the edges, so that way the actual pads themselves aren't moving around and shifting in the top, which I love so much. It does hit me above my belly button, and this is what the back looks like. Also has the same contour detailings, and it has a Y back. That strap in the back does not dig in whatsoever. It also doesn't dig into my lats or anything either, which I love. This top is a great top for either weight training or athleisurely. I wear this top out all the time, and it's such a staple in my closet, so I am so happy that we have other colors in it. Next up, the tank literally just chopped off is going to be the timeless square neck bra. I've actually done measurements for both a small bra and a small tank, and it's the exact same measurement. So now wearing a size small, this is definitely a more comfortable size for me, right? Like there's more coverage on the sides right there. Yes, there was ample side boob coverage on a size extra small, but it's just a little bit more heightened in a size small. There's a little bit of digging in my traps, but overall it is just a more comfortable fit as a whole. Stretch is better as well. It is a solid like moderate to medium support on me, and as you can see there with the gape test, I am gaping even more in a size small versus an extra small, which is why I say that if you had previous gaping issues in a wider neck bra, then definitely size down, and I think it'll alleviate a lot of it. So just doing a running test here, I wouldn't personally run in this bra. That's why I said activity is weight training instead of running, because I just feel like the straps would dig into my traps a lot more. But overall, this is definitely like one of my top 3 favorite sports bras from Honor Active. I personally love this bra a lot, and I think it is super, super underrated. Another timeless bra that is coming out is the timeless Strappy Bralette. I'm currently wearing a size small. As you can see here, very much a plunging V-neck, you guys. I have pretty good side boob coverage in this bra, actually. I feel like the bust area is pretty big, and the bra is very stretchy as a whole. Definitely a low compression on me. And as you can see there, the seams on the side are actually folded into the back portion of the bra and sewn in. So it just looks very seamless, where it's only the V-neck portion that has those exposed seams going up into the straps, right? Gape test looking good here. I think you guys just saw me do a run test. Again, very low compression. We are not doing any type of like running in here whatsoever, but turning to the back, it has kind of like this open back caged design for the band right there. I'm not that crazy of a fan of the caged design. I would prefer if it wasn't there, but it does have adjustable and detachable straps. Here is another way that I love wearing this bra, which is literally just to cross it in the back. It offers a little bit more support, like it's better, like I said, but it's not gonna be anything too crazy, right? The next way I like to wear this is via a halter way, and as you can see, the detachable strap is actually exposed up there, so sometimes it catches onto my hair, which is kind of annoying, but these are the most realistic ways that I can see myself wearing this, and overall, I do like the bra. Next up for bottoms, we have the timeless high-waisted shorts. I'm wearing a size small in the color True Blue. This fits and feels exactly like how it did for 12 Days of Gains in the sense that it's that performance-y, slick, slippery material, not brushed by any means. Once again, this is a high-waisted fit on me, so it fits over the smallest portion of my waist. The band is actually a little bit lower in the front than it is in the back. I've already reviewed this in my Move Freely capsule, so I'm not gonna spend too long talking about it, but this is not as compressive as Mold Wine at all. There isn't really a color that I have in mind to compare it to off the top of my head, but just know that it's not fitting abnormally. It fits exactly how a size small and timeless usually fits me, and Mold Wine was like a pretty big outlier where it was fitting a little bit more snug. But as you guys can see, I just did a little squat test, a little like lunge test right there. There was a little bit of riding up, but nothing too crazy. Actually, this legging is meant for very low impact activities. I know some people wear it to weight train as well, but I feel like this is their everyday type of legging where a lot of people wear it more so for athleisure. There's a lot of stretch to this band, and this color is actually squat proof. So we are good to go there for Miss True Blue. I feel like Timeless does a really good job at being pretty opaque. I don't think there's ever been any crazy issues that I've had with the squat proofness of these, but overall, I would still say to size up if you're in between sizes, because sizing down would cause that waistband seam to really dig in and be uncomfortable, and sausage thighs, oh my gosh, in the thigh opening. But yeah, we are good on the squat proof department, guys. Next up, we have the timeless high-waisted leggings in a size small in the color light gray marl. I'm not gonna lie, I'm loving this like gray on gray type of fit. I think it looks so freaking good. And I will say, this colorway actually fits a little bit more snug than True Blue did. So definitely size up if in between. I feel like you guys might have seen earlier, but the stretch on the waistband and the thigh area was just a little bit less. It bounced back more. And you guys are seeing me kind of like mess with that back seam there, because I talked about this before, guys. Timeless is not gonna be my favorite. I don't know what it is with that glute seam. It might be like too high or something, but it just creases really weird in the glute crack, as well as like my under glute too. And I know that we're seeing some material kind of like bunched up behind my knee there, but I still am sticking with the same sizing recommendation, size up if in between, because that waistband seam will definitely dig in if you were to size down. And yeah, I spoke too soon on the squat test, because this definitely does not pass. Next up, in the go-to capsule, we first have the everyday sports bra. I'm wearing a size small in the color True Blue. Now, this is just your everyday basic bra. It is one of their most staple bras. They have it in virtually every single colorway, but it has a scoop neckline, and as we can see there, it has a pretty thick elastic band. I would still consider it to be like a short line sports bra though, and the side boob coverage is pretty ample. Really, really like this bra. I wear it to run all the freaking time, you guys, so I would definitely recommend this if you're a beginner into running, or if you're just a runner and are looking for recommendations. Straps are stretchy, unlike the timeless square neck bra. Like, they were stretchy, but this one is a little bit more plush, so it doesn't dig into your traps as much, and the straps are adjustable up there. So overall, really like this bra. Stick true to size, but if you're in between, I would say to size up. And then we have Mellow Soft. I'm just thanking ONER for bringing back Mellow Soft to you guys, because if there's one thing about me and Mellow Soft, we're besties, okay? I'm wearing True Blue once again in a size extra small, which is the size that I typically get in Mellow Soft. If you're a newbie to ONER Active, you have to get a Mellow Soft tee. I would highly advise to size down a size if you want a more body molding fit. I've talked about Mellow Soft time and time again. Like, it is not gonna ever be tight or snug. Sizing down will literally just make it mold to your body a little bit more. But if you are just like super hypersensitive to anything digging into your armpits, that's the only time I would say to size
up if in between. Otherwise, definitely size down. I think it'll fit you just fine. I know a lot of gals wear this to the gym. I myself wear this to the gym. It's meant to be a more athleisure piece. I see myself wearing it to both, but as you can see there, it is paper thin, does not wick sweat, so just keep that in mind. But this is a staple in my closet. I wear them all the time, and I need all the colors. Next up are some classic lightweight oversized pieces. Starting off, we have the cropped shirt in olive in a size extra small. This is just your basic pump cover, you guys. Like, it doesn't feel or fit any different than the typical classic lightweight tees do. Just gonna be your super billowy, flowy top to just throw over your sports bra whenever you're going to the gym or whenever you're going running. I've worn these before to go running and I love them. If there's one thing about me, I'm never gonna be wearing a tight, form-fitting top whenever I'm going on my runs. I'm wearing something like this where I feel like I can breathe, where the sweat isn't just clinging onto my body and being all disgusting and whatnot. And this is pretty opaque in my opinion, but the fabric is pretty marled, as you can see there. So when stretched out, you can see through it ever so slightly, but for the most part, it is pretty opaque. And I also love wearing it like this too. So stick true to size. Sizing depends on your preference. Last piece that I have is the classic lightweight oversized tee, and this color combo slaps, guys. Like, I'm telling you, gray is just kind of like the anchor color for this collection because everything surrounding it looks so good. I'm wearing a size large and I know I'm like swimming in it, but that's the size that I prefer because I love wearing these to lounge around the house or to go out or whatever. Or if I'm wearing a pump cover, I like for my shirts to cover my vagine if I'm covering the back. I don't know. I think if I'm wearing a size too small and I tuck it in the back like that, then it looks pretty weird from the front if it's not too big like how it looks right now. I love this look though, and once again, sizing depends on your preference, but let's get to the meat and bones. I've even changed into my PJs and everything, but alas, Effortless has arrived. Alrighty friends, that takes care of it for the little lookbook portion of this. If that is a style that you enjoy, let me know down in the comments, because typically for older pieces that have already been released, I just go ahead and do what I'm doing here, where I kind of stand and talk about the pieces, etc, etc. But if you just prefer a little quick montage clip with a little sidebar, let me know. I figure that for this video specifically, because I'm working with such a small turnaround time, that I would just do the montage and actually talk through the meat and bones of this collection, which is the new Cotton Icon Baby Tee as well as Effortless. Okay, so first and foremost, shout out to the team for sending me additional Effortless colorways to review for you guys, and shout out DHL. Shout out DHL, because FedEx, we're not gonna talk about FedEx, okay? But DHL stays pulling through for your girl. Let's jump right into the talking portion. But once again, I'm wearing the Cotton Icon Baby Tee in the color olive, size extra small. Now, I have a lot to say about this piece. First and foremost, let's talk about how it performed, because I don't typically wear cotton tees like this to go to the gym. I just run very, very hot, and so wearing shirts like this that are made of cotton just makes me overheat. And overheat, I definitely did. Thankfully, it was a little bit cooler downstairs because I worked out at my downstairs home gym. I did upper body and I sweat significantly less when doing upper body, but it still showed sweat. I'll insert pictures here for you to see, but there was a little bit of under boob sweat, and I definitely had some armpit sweat too. Whenever I took this off, I actually timed how long it would take for the sweat to wick and not show anymore, and it took approximately like 10 to 12 minutes for the sweat to completely go away. Now, this is not an entirely 100% cotton piece. It is 96% cotton, 4% elastane, so there is a little bit of stretch here, but as we can see, there's definitely an end to the stretch. I did wash it, dry it and everything, and I'll post measurements up here of me pulling it straight out the bag, and then I ended up washing it last night on normal. You know, nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. I always wash my clothes on a normal setting, and once I took it out of the wash, it actually shrunk by 1/4 inch, so that was surprising. And in addition to that, I actually don't typically dry my cotton shirts because I just know that they're gonna shrink, right? But I did it for you guys. I tested it for y'all, and I dried it in perm press, which is the setting that I also use to dry Gio's cotton shirts that he wears to work. That's the setting that he likes the most for things to not shrink on him. And once I pulled it out the dryer after drying it on perm press, it actually shrunk another 1/4 inch. So all in all, from pulling it out the bag to washing and drying, it lost 1/2 inch for every single measurement, like every single one. So with that being said, just to get sizing out of the way, definitely size up if you were in between sizes, because this shirt, it honestly fits me perfectly now, but if it was a little bit smaller, then it would actually be a little bit too snug for my liking. This is again what the stretch is looking like for this top, and then for the armpits, it's just all up in there. It's hugging me for sure. It has the cap sleeves. Cap meaning it just covers your shoulder and that's it. Like it doesn't go below that. My armpits definitely show. So if you have a sensitivity to anything digging into your armpits, absolutely size up because again, it is all up in there, guys. Otherwise though, it just has the Honor Active embroidered logo on the upper left-hand side. A little tonal moment. We love her. And there are no other details. There are no contour, no nothing. There's just a side seam on either side. It hits me well above my belly button. It actually meets the waistband perfectly. And I have a very short torso. So if you have a longer torso, this is gonna be even shorter on you, but on me, this is like the perfect length. Turning to the back, you also have no details here. You don't even have an Honor Active logo in the back. It is very, very basic. I can definitely see myself wearing this top for athleisure, not in the gym. I will also post comparisons to the Mellow Soft mid short sleeve top because this is the most similar to that, as well as the Paragon Fitwear Rec Stretch crop top, just so you can see what those measurements are looking like. In terms of how this feels, what? There's a freaking hole! How did that even happen? What? I'm actually pretty upset now because what? I literally wore this one time. What could have caused it to freaking snag? Okay, so it's definitely on the delicate side because like what? Anywho, fabric wise, I'm like trying to get over that. Like, hold up. Fabric wise, this feels the most similar to the old like mirror classic graphic tees. If you guys have that from whenever they launched in 70% Cocoa, Ripe Fig for the first time, then this feels the most similar to that. I feel like those shirts had a little bit of this like suede type of feeling to it where it was very, very soft and you can just kind of feel how like velvety / suedey it is. Does not feel similar to the classic lightweight tees at all. It's not see-through, but it's definitely on the sheer side if it's stretched out way too much. I'm currently wearing the Moonstone bra underneath and you can't see a single freaking thing underneath here. Overall though, do like this top. Will not be wearing it to the gym at all. I believe this comes in all of the colorways and size up if in between, or just size up in general to account for like the shrinkage that's gonna happen, just to be on the safe side. I'm still very upset by this little hole. Just to give you guys a little bit of context about the sweat before we move on, but I am perspiring a little bit in this top. I just run sweaty as a whole, so there you go. Let's go ahead and move on to the meat and bones of this. Effortless, let's be real, it's what we are all most excited for. We've been begging for new Effortless colors and they have delivered. Once again, shout out to the team for sending me all these colors. I really appreciate it so much and I know it's gonna be so helpful for you guys. So let's get into it. I am wearing a size small in the Olive Effortless shorts. And I've told you guys this before, it never hurts to size up an Effortless because it doesn't look entirely different, right? It doesn't look like I'm swimming in it or wearing a size too big at all. It fits so nicely and I just love how these fit. In a size extra small for the previous Everybody Seamless collection, I told you guys that after the gym, I'm taking this hoe off. Like I'm not wearing it anymore, but in a size small, I feel like I can wear this for a couple hours and be just fine. It's still doing the thing with the waist, right? It's still sucking me in, snatching me. It's just a little bit more comfortable is all. The waistband is still on the thinner, stiffer side, so definitely keep that in mind across all of these colors, just feeling them up. They are stiffer. The fabric for the body is a little bit thinner. It's still incredibly stretchy, don't get me wrong, but it's still a little bit on the stiffer side. In Miss Olive, I'm definitely sticking with a size small. I can just live in this and I know that it's still gonna be doing the thing. You know what I'm saying? It's still gonna be flattering for the glutes. There's no like excess material up here or anything at all, but maybe that's because the glutes are growing. I don't know. There's still ample room here. Like there's a good amount of bounce back, but it's not like, shoo, you know what I'm saying? Even for the waist. Like there's bouncing back, but I feel like before it was just so tight that I could barely even fit in his hoe. But now we have a good amount of stretch. And whenever I squat, I feel like there's just the ever so slightest bit of gaping back here. So if you don't like that, then definitely stick true to size. For me personally, I hate gaping, but this isn't an amount where I'm like truly concerned by. I would say that you could comfortably size up if you prefer comfort and you will be just fine. They will still be just as flattering. Pause, am I okay? I literally just put the gray shorts on and I didn't even do a freaking squat test for this yet. Like, what? Anywho, squat test for Miss Olive Green Effortless. Here it is with the Macy's gift card. Okay, yeah, stretched out, but standing, we are good to go. So let's do a squat test. Oh, barely. Okay, this is one of the more squat proof colors for sure. Definitely wear a nude thong just to be safe as always. Now we can move on. Next up, we have Miss Light Gray Marl in a size small once again. These two colors just go so nicely together, and I know that true blue, like this is a slay, but this does fit just ever so slightly a little bit more snug than the olive colorway did. This is what the bounce back on the waist looks like here. There's still a good amount of stretch, don't get me wrong, but I do feel a little bit more snug in the body area, a little bit more held in. There's just ever so slightly a little bit less gathering of the fabric here as well, but here's that stretch on the thighs. Yeah, definitely fits a little bit more snug than olive does. But yeah, same dealio here, thinner waistband. Fabric is soft for sure, and I think that's because of the like super intense marling on this color, because there is a lot of marling on light gray marl at least. All of these colors have a marl on them, but I just think this one is a little bit more intense. I can't tell if it's because it's a lighter color and the contrast on the marl is a little bit more obvious to the eye, but yeah, ever so slightly softer, still just as flattering. You know what I mean? There's not a big difference between these sizes at all in my opinion, but I'm wondering if the reason why this waistband is now bigger is because it just molded to my body a little bit more, because if we look here, there is a little bit of space, but I still feel good in this size. I still feel comfortable. If you're in between sizes and you're really bothered by this, then I want to stick true to size, but this size feels good on me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's go ahead and do a little squat test for you guys. Oh yeah, I could see that in the viewfinder. Squat test. Yeah, you can see that clear as day. Once again, I am wearing a nude thong and you can't see anything from the front or the back whenever I was squatting with just the thong. So definitely wear a nude thong always. Let's just go ahead and measure these waistbands now that I have them off and they've both stretched out, molded to my body and everything. Okay, now it's showing to be the exact same size in the waistband, whereas before it was like just a hair smaller whenever I didn't have it on yet. It definitely molds to your body and stretches out whenever you have it on, which might explain the like excessive gaping whenever I was squatting, because it does run stiff at first, right? But then once you stretch it out, okay, it's still doing the crinkling. Yeah, okay, it's stiff, but the stretch retention is on the lower side if you were to size up. I'm so glad that they sent me multiple sizes so I can test that out for you guys. Yeah, see, there isn't that much structure in the band, so it's stiff and does stretch out over time. How do I feel about that? Because I still do like how this fits overall. Like now that I have Moonstone on, we can just see right now, there's way less excess material around the crotch. It fits me like way more body molding than the size smalls fit, but it's snug. Don't get it twisted. It is definitely on the snug side. So I do still feel comfortable saying to size up if you're in between sizes, but just know that it does stretch out over time to mold to your body. But I think whether it be a size small or a size extra small, it kind of depends on the day for me almost, where it's like, okay, do I feel more snatched today? Or am I a little bit more bloated, and wearing a size extra small will really just make me feel, you know, insecure a little bit. And if that is the case, then I would go with a size small, for example, because it's so comfortable while still doing the damn thing. Whereas in a size extra small, I am snatched to the gods. You know what I mean? All right, Moonstone Blue, size extra small. Look at this. You can see how this kind of like stretches and bounces back. Yeah, like that is such a louder freaking snap compared to the size small, and I definitely feel snatched. This fits on the snug side for sure. It's kind of fitting me how the forest green Effortless fits me, where it's snug but it's like perfect. I said this in my previous video as well with the ash gray leggings. I compared ash gray to forest green in the sense that it's still snug, don't get me wrong, but it's not like the wisteria leggings where I'm like, holy shit, this is freaking snug. It fits great. It's snatching. I'm low-key obsessed. Similar waistband feel and everything. On the thinner side, material is on the more snug, stiff side. Stick true to size if you want a snatched fit, or size up if in between for a little bit more comfort. Let's go ahead and do the squat test for you guys. Is that the lighting or is that sheer? Yeah, you can make out the outline of the cord a little bit. There you go. Okay, also the sunlight. The sun is out, so everything's gonna be a little bit brighter. I feel like there's a sheen right there. I'm currently in between changes. I have my little PJ shorts on, but I wanted to do a waistband comparison for everything just to give you guys a little bit more context as to what I'm talking about in regards to like pre-trying on versus post-trying on. True Blue definitely has the smallest waistband out of all of them. I've obviously already tried Moonstone Blue as well as Olive, and once again, extra small Moonstone, small Olive. There's a pretty crazy difference between everything, yes, but I still stand by what I said. Size up if in between for a more comfy fit. Do not size down unless you truly want a like soaked in, snatched fit. You know what I mean? But there you have it. Let's go ahead and try on True Blue, and I'll go ahead and do this exact same measurement situation after me trying it on. Okay, listen, despite this having the smallest waistband out of all of them, it's actually fitting a little bit more roomy than Moonstone Blue is. It fits nice, guys. You can see the stretch right here. Like it has a lot more stretch than Moonstone Blue did for sure. And in the body, like yes, there's bouncing back, but I just feel like you can play around with the material a lot better than you could in the Moonstone Blue colorway. And it's almost even a little bit softer in hand feel than Moonstone Blue is, despite it still being, you know, slicker feeling, thinner waistband. Like all of these leggings and shorts have that thinner waistband and the thinner, more stiff material. After trying on 4 of these by now, I really do think it boils down to the dye that they're using in terms of the yarn that they're using for the seamless fabric. It is still thinner, it's still more stiff, and it's less plushy than old Effortless, 100%. But the variation between colors has more so to do with the color dye, making them fit a little bit more on the stiffer side versus looser. That's really interesting though, because dang, like these measured initially to be a lot smaller in the waist, but yet it fits so well. This fits way more true to size than any of the colors that I've tried on today. Let's go ahead and do a squat test. It's definitely a little bit sheer. Macy's gift card. You can kind of see it. Let's see how it performs when squatting. Oh, yeah. These are all my first impressions, guys. I just pulled these out the bag and hung them, as you guys saw, so I have not had any previous experience with these, but you can see it right there. Okay, guys, we are all experiencing some revelations here. As you guys saw earlier, it was way smaller than Moonstone Blue, which is in the middle right there, but now it's measuring to be the exact same, both extra smalls. So that just goes to show that this fabric does mold. I mean, I already knew that, but sometimes whenever you pull out Effortless from the bag and it looks like crazy small, it's a little bit intimidating to wear it because you're like, holy crap, how the heck can I fit into this? And that is the case sometimes, but it's just crazy because after wearing it, it definitely stretches out. That was like by a solid ½ an inch. So with all that being said, I think that once again, the dye has a lot to do with how these are fitting. Let's just go ahead and continue, and then I'll give like my full sizing breakdown thoughts after this. Okay, next up we have the Effortless shorts in Tropical Blue, size small. I think unfortunately it is sold out on the site as well, but I just wanted to go ahead and very quickly give my thoughts about this size, this color, etc. It feels the exact same as this Effortless, thinner waistband, thinner body, stiffer material, but I feel like this size small, like you can tell in terms of this waistband, there's a little bit of like excess room. You can definitely stretch this out obviously, but I feel like, see, yeah, it's way more obvious that this is a size too big for me, and there's a lot more bunching of the fabric right here in the crotch region, whereas the light gray marl and olive colorways, there wasn't that crazy of a difference here. And I just pulled this out of the bag knowing that this is gonna stretch out even more. I feel like it's gonna be loose on me during my second wear. Yeah, there's still gonna be that gaping down there. It just feels like this has way more room in it. Like I can stretch out this leg. Yeah, see, there's just way more bunched up fabric. I would say that for this color, stick true to size instead of sizing up, and knowing how a small fits now, I feel like I would have preferred a size extra small in this. So let's go ahead and squat without anything. Let's go ahead and put this Macy's card in here. Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, you can see that right there. So, new thong for show. Yeah, Tropical Blue is like a hair bigger than Miss Olive right there, but it fits different. It fits way more like loose than Olive did in a size small. Before I try on the last of the leggings, let's just go ahead and measure these waistbands for you guys. But I have True Blue extra small in the front, light gray marl size small in the middle, and then Tropical Blue size small in the back. Tropical Blue is the widest one of them all. So let's try all of these on and then see see how the waistband stretches out over time. Next up, we have the Effortless leggings in true blue, size extra small. Now these fit great, you guys. They are fitting so true to size. This is what the stretch is looking like on a size extra small. I have ample amounts of room here. The legging is just very body molding, very similar to the shorts actually. While it is thinner, I still feel like it molds to my body way better. All in all, for this size though, I would definitely say to stick true to size or size down if in between sizes, because once again, this is fitting so true to size, just like the shorts version of it was, and I really like how this fits, despite it being the thinner, more stiffer material. Do my eyes deceive me? Because Miss True Blue, the waistband is now the same size as my smalls. I'm actually kind of nervous to try on light gray Marl and tropical blue in a size small now, if an extra small is doing this. So let's run the tapes. Guys, what? Dude, this is feeling like the old Effortless. Wait, okay, so whenever I took light gray Marl leggings out of the bag, I was like, ooh, hold up. Like, this is really soft. It's really, really stretchy, just like long wise. So I'm just interested to see how it fits. And guys, this glided onto my body. It's so plush. Oh my God, look at that stretch. What? Whoa there, buddy. That is crazy. And once again, I'm wearing a size small in this. Damn, now I wish I got a size extra small, because this waistband, it's not snatching, guys. It's giving like comfortable leggings that you wear at home, because it's literally so stretchy. Oh, now I'm freaking mad, man. I'm like living the nostalgia of the old Effortless leggings. This is feeling so nice, almost like brushed with how powdery and plushy it is. And the body, there is so much stretch right here. The waistband is still thin, don't get me wrong, so it's not doing any like cinching or snatching as it should. And I feel like this definitely, now that I have it on, will stretch out even more. You can just kind of see how the fabric bounces back. It's not this like thwack whenever it's bouncing back. It's like a pillow. You know what I mean? That hoe is sheer, just as I suspected. It's definitely a little bit wider than tropical blue is like back there. Yeah, definitely size down if in between, because it stretches out. I really do wonder if it's because of this Marl situation right here, because the Marl on light gray Marl is like pretty intense, and it is so stretchy and plush. Yeah, guys, tropical blue in a size small. Definitely size down in this color if you're in between sizes, because this waistband is so big on me. There's like hella room in the leg area, and I feel like you can just see the excess fabric that's kind of hanging around right there in the crotch region. God, there's so much freaking room right there. Yeah, that gaping is kind of crazy. Wish I got a size extra small now that I have this on, because this fits way bigger. Last but not least, the final waistband comparison. That's crazy. Also, I'm so glad that like all of this is lining up to what I said pre-try on, because I'm like, that'd be crazy if like tropical blue was thinner than, you know, true blue. But yeah, it's definitely a lot wider. I would say that's a solid inch bigger. So size down if you're in between sizes, because that hoe is definitely loose. So, all right guys, that takes care of it for everything. I really hope that it was clear and concise. I feel like I was just all over the place and rambling. Like, this is my first time doing a video with all Effortless like this, comparing them to each other and comparing waistbands after trying it on and stuff like that. So this is a little bit newer to me, and I don't really know how to navigate it. If there's anything that I could do to be even more clear and concise, then please let me know. But I hope that the text on the screen and stuff was helpful for you guys as well. I also get this question every single time I do a video, and that is, what are my top picks? Anything Effortless and anything Mellow Soft is gonna be my top picks. And once again, this entire collection launches tomorrow, March 26th at 12 p.m. Central Time. If you found any part of this helpful and are shopping the launch tomorrow and would like to support your girl, then I will put my support link down here as well as in the description. Thank you so much to every single person who supported me for this last launch. I truly appreciate it so much, because it allows for me to continue delivering reviews like this, and it elevates my relationship with the team while also giving me a little bit of commission. So your support does not go unnoticed, whether it be supporting me on launch day or liking this video, commenting, DMing me, just all of the above. I appreciate it so much. And on that note, something that I definitely wanted to talk about is just the fact that, like, yes, this launch is happening very soon after the Everybody Seamless launch, right? Chrissy actually mentioned this on her story today, but ONER Active is growing. She mentioned that their launches are going to be more frequent. So I think it's even more important to just really take the time to assess your finances. I actually talked to the girls in my Discord about this the other day, but like Afterpay is on our friends, guys. If we are having to take out an Afterpay loan to buy new clothes, that is no bueno. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can't afford it all in one go, just don't buy it. These are just clothes at the end of the day. They will always be coming out with newer pieces, newer colorways. If you already have Moonstone Blue Unified, you do not need Moonstone Blue Effortless. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just the same color, but one of them has a booty scrunch. Like obviously there's more factors in Unified versus Effortless, but you do not need all the colors. You do not need all the pieces. You will be just fine. I think it's so important to assess our financial health to really see like where we can put our money to. And if this launch stresses you the fuck out where you're like, holy shit, I have to buy or else what? Or else nothing. Like if you need to save your coin, save your coin. There will always be more launches. There will always be more clothes and you will be just fine if you skip out on this launch if you are not in the financial place to be buying from this launch. Does that make sense? With all that being said, tangent aside, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you found it helpful. Definitely follow me over on Instagram and TikTok at TracyBFit. I'll be running a Q&A. You already know the dealio with how my reviews work and everything. Leave any questions you have down below and I will talk to you guys so soon. Do not forget to subscribe, like this video for more, and that's gonna be it for me. So bye.